What's good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. Shout out to the LDBC. Bruh, it's been a long time coming for this fight, man. This shit should have happened last year, maybe even the year before that. But Shawn Porter and Errol Spence seems to be next. Is in the works. Is not finalized. But I really hope this fight is next. It's a unification match. I really think the welterweight division got way too many champions, man. Everybody got a belt. Everybody. It's time to start collecting. You know, I see Earl Spence as the collector right now because he got this unification bout coming up next. Against Shawn Porter, and man, this is gonna be a good fight. I'm not upset one bit about him not fighting Terrence Crawford next. Seeing that everything's happening in between both the promoters, as far as Al Heyman and Bob, you cannot fault these fighters, yo. Um, but when as far as saying that he can't make Bob make the fight, basically is what he said. So Bud already told you that it's not Earl Spence. By saying that, he's telling you it's not Earl Spence. Earl Spence never blamed Bud for not fighting him. The only people blaming the fighters is the fans, and the fighters are showing the fans that it's not them. So I mean, is this just real hate, or are you real boxing fans? But moving on to this fight right here, sparks are gonna fly. I love this fight. I love it. I just don't want this fight to be all the way. I don't want this fight to be late in the year. I don't want this to be September. I don't think it should take that long or any time beyond September. Excuse me. But this is gonna be a beaut, ladies and gentlemen. This is gonna be a great fight. And as always, I'm gonna hit you with the specs. Earl Spence record is 25-0. He has 21 knockouts. He's fought for 108 rounds. His knockout rating is 84%. He's 29 years old. He's a southpaw fighting out of Texas. He's 5'9.5" with a 72-inch reach. Shawn Porter has a record of 30 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. He has 17 knockouts. He's fought for 219 rounds. He has a knockout rating of 52%. He's 31 years old. He's 5'7", and his reach is 69.5 inches. Okay, his 2 losses came from Kell Brook in August 2014 when he lost that IBF title by majority decision, and he lost to Keith Thurman in June 2016 by a unanimous decision. But this fight is gonna be fire, yo. It's gonna be good, as I'm telling you. This fight is going to be fire. Now, Earl Spence Jr. fought Kell Brook. Okay, it was said that Earl Spence broke Kell Brook's left orbital bone, his cheek, and a few ribs. Now I don't know how much is true or how much of it is definitely a fact, but I know for sure he broke Kell Brook's face. He broke his left orbital bone, his eye socket, or whatever you want to call it. He broke that in the 9th round. I think he broke it, and by the fight was ruled a KO by the 11th round, I believe. And Brook gave Shawn Porter his first loss. That was his first defeat when he lost that title, that IBF title. That was the first time Shawn Porter lost. Okay. And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm being serious, but don't be surprised if when this fight's announced, don't be surprised if 2 months before the fight you see Shawn Porter in the beginning of one of these videos on YouTube talk about some expedite. I take it for a Showtime worthy workout. And I finished today with some ZMA. Don't be surprised if he's rocking snack, okay? Clowning, yo, but still. Seriously, Errol Spence just got off a dominating victory against Mikey Garcia. All right, and seeing the way he fought Mikey Garcia in that fight opened a lot of people's eyes to how far Errol Spence's abilities in that ring actually can go. And seeing that he's not only a seek and destroy fighter and he can actually be slick in the ring, I know 2.5 inches isn't much for a reach advantage, but watch, I'm telling you, watch how this fight play out. You see how he fought Mikey Garcia? He could do the same to Shawn Porter if and when if he fights Earl, if he try to fight Errol Spence anyway like he fought Ugas, that's what's going to happen. That's what it's going to look like. It's going to look like Mikey Garcia, like he's fight like Errol Spence is fighting Mikey Garcia. Now, if he comes in there with that bulldog, how he fight, bend down and all that stuff, coming forward, Shawn might get hurt, yo. I mean, I think the jabs is going to keep him at bay. He's going to throw a bunch of uppercuts and stuff and just move to the left and to the right. Man, I think it can hurt Shawn. Shawn's going to have to come up with a new game plan, a whole new game plan altogether for Errol Spence. And look at this picture. You remember when Shawn Porter fought Adrian Broner? And this fight was at 144, okay? 3 pounds away from 147 pounds in the welterweight weight. Now listen, look at the look at the size in between both of these guys. Okay? Let's keep looking at the screen. I'm gonna put a couple of pictures up there while I say what I'm saying. But Errol Spence fought under I'm gonna go back to Errol Spence fought under K. Diddy when he was in the amateurs. Shawn Porter reportedly said that they only sparred for about 3 rounds. Now picture him and Errol Spence being trained by Kenny Porter in the gym for, it had to be at least a year. I don't know how long it was, but it was at least a year. How come they only sparred for 3 rounds? To me, it just sounds bad. It just does. It just sounds like he was getting the best of you. And Errol Spence is not the same fighter as he was when he fought Jonathan Garcia. That's the person that he fought on his debut as a professional fighter. His first fight looks like the same man, but it's night and day. Now this is when he was an amateur. It's a different beast now. Look at the screen. Look how small Shawn Porter is next to Adrian Broner. How small both of them are standing next to Errol Spence. And I'm just talking about height right now. Just height right now. And if you look at the size of these dudes, man, I remember, what's his name? I remember Abner Mares was on TV that face to face at Face of the PBC or something like that. He was on there on Fox. And he said, yo, it's amazing how short Shawn Porter is. He said Shawn Porter is shorter than Mikey Garcia. He actually said that. He's shorter than Mikey Garcia. Yeah, he had a lot longer reach than Mikey, but he's shorter than Mikey Garcia. So some of the things about size that y'all was talking about Mikey Garcia really fits the bill when you're talking about Shawn Porter. I just want everybody to think about that and let that sink in. Look at this. It was said in sparring that Errol Spence dunished AB. Do you remember that fight with him and Shawn Porter? Shawn Porter's hitting the deck when he fights Errol Spence, and that's just what I think, yo. I will make another video about this. This is too sweet. I hope and pray this fight happens next. This is about to be a beautiful night, ladies and gentlemen. Always like to subscribe to the channel. Peace.